Here, it's obviously a long time since we've been able to come in here after a game and talk about a victory, but really proud of our players, really happy for them. They've worked extremely hard, and I don't care who we played, what the score was. You know, our players deserve and earned, you know, the right to feel good after a game on a Saturday, and really happy locker room. We got a chance to break a streak, but very resilient, gritty. Our brotherhood was tested, you know, this week after the loss last week. You know, the medical issues we had on Sunday. But I think that speaks volumes to our locker room and our kids, that they got a won't quit mentality, and just want to keep working to get better and be the best that they can be, and really happy for them. Obviously, the game, we won it, and you know, did what we needed to do. Still things that we've got to work on and clean up. We got a chance to play a lot of players. I think you got a chance to see some of the younger players that we've been excited about. We got to continue to develop and get reps, and hopefully we'll continue to give us a chance to win on Saturdays. But again, just so happy for our players, and you know, we'll put this one behind us and get moving. We're ready for Big Ten play. Obviously, we got our first road game, and it's going to be an exciting one. But we're going to enjoy this one for 24 hours. So with that, I'll go ahead and open up for questions.
Chris, Jonathan Lewis's performance obviously stands out with all the touchdowns. Did you guys make a concerted effort to put him in situations where you knew he'd have success?
No, I mean, that's been the plan all along, is to make sure we put him in a game situation where he has success. I mean, these are the same plays he's been working, you know, all through training camp. You know, in this game, obviously, the situation of the game, the score of the game afforded us the opportunity to put him in. And he took advantage of it, and it's not just Jonathan. It was the offensive line. They blocked the plays well. We executed the calls that were made, and you know, we were able to keep him in there and keep him going. And you know, I'm happy for him. He's been patient and been persistent in his preparation, and he did a good job when the opportunity presented itself to go out and play more snaps than he has so far this year.
Coach, this week you instituted a lot of 11 and 21 personnel. Was that something you guys instituted in your game plan this week?
No, it's what we've been doing. It's been our offense. You know, it wasn't. We didn't make any changes. We didn't adjust anything. We just had to go out. We had to get better. You know, and that's what the focus of this week was. It's the focus every week. It's the focus every day, just to get better. And you know, I think this game honestly shows that we've gotten better, because I don't know that we could have done that last year. To be able to go out, it's what you know you want to do. It's what you expect to do as a coach in a game like this. But it's another to actually go do it. And we were able to go do it, and we didn't relax at halftime. That was obviously the concern, being up 34-0 at half. You know, what type of team would come out in the second half, and I think we went out and still worked and played really hard and executed the calls and continued to get better.
Chris, for Jonathan to score his first touchdown on a pass, especially in that play specifically, where is he advanced? Where is he now in the passing game?
Well, it's called you know, an RPO. Obviously, it's not a traditional play action pass or a drop back pass, so it's a different style of pass. And I think that's what he brings to the table. You know, to be able to be a running threat like he is, and you know, when you study defenses and secondaries get bad eyes, and you can sneak guys down the field like that. That's a dangerous threat to have, and really excited about being able to expand on that as we go forward. But you know, he's got a lot of work to do. But I think what you did see today is his ability to run the ball. And we did throw the ball with him today, and he's gotten better at that. He needs to continue to work on that. But I'm just really proud of him, because he works really hard. He studies the game really hard. He's gotten comfortable with the game plans for the first 3 weeks, and was able to go in and execute the calls that we've had for him, you know, today.
Coach, what did you think of the way that Kyle Bolin responded off of the Eastern Michigan game?
Well, it's not just Kyle, it's the whole offense. I mean, I was a little worried when we started the game. We didn't start it off the way that we really wanted. I think the opening drive we had the punt, which was disappointing. We had some penalties in critical situations also that you know, didn't like. But I think Kyle managed the game, you know, and you know, we didn't throw any interceptions in the game that I know of, you know, so. I'm pleased from that standpoint. Obviously, in the game, in the first half, we tried to establish the run, and we were able to do that. So we didn't ask Kyle to do a whole lot. But he's like everyone else. We just got to keep getting better. And you know, he's like I mentioned about the team. He's very resilient. He's a very mature kid. He's working really hard, preparing really hard, and he'll keep getting better. But you know, to sit here and say he had a great game, you know, he didn't really have to have one, you know, because we were running the ball so well.
Chris, was it business as usual for Jerry? Did he make a big deal out of?
No, it's been that way all week. You know, there's no issues with Jerry. We talked about that. We had to set back last Sunday. He was in the office on Monday. Had the same normal weekly preparation that he's had and will continue to have.
We didn't see that much of Janarian after the first quarter. Was that part of your plan to preserve him for Big Ten plays or something else that kept him out of the game?
No, I mean, Janarian's, obviously one of our, in my opinion, he's our best playmaker on offense. And when you get the game under control like that, you want to be smart with those type of guys, and that's really what it was.
Is there anything that you saw from the freshman, like your 100 yards, or need more playing time going forward?
No, it just it means that they have potential to help us if needed. I mean, they're like anyone else. They just got to keep grinding every single day to get better. It is good to get the game experience though, because that's a true measuring stick of where you're at. And I was really excited about Blackshear going out there and running the way he ran. He's not a very big guy, but he ran hard. He was physical. He's obviously got great feet, and he's got good speed where he's got a chance to make some plays in the open field and take it down the field. But we want to use him to help us. I think we've got there's some good backs in front of him, but we will use him as he continues to grow and mature and improve in certain situations. And it's not just him. The other Bo Melton had a really nice reception on a deep ball today. We need to get him continuing to improve and get going, and hopefully add value like that to our offense too, because that's what's been missing in the first couple games.
Take two more questions.
I know a game like this is going to get fans very excited about Jonathan, assuming that Kyle is the starting quarterback going forward.
Yeah, Kyle's good. It's good to have Jonathan get out and take reps, and it was great to see Gio get out there and do some things too. So I feel really good about the depth at that position, and we just got to keep bringing it along. Obviously, if we can't play good football at the quarterback position, we're going to struggle, and we got to get better there and at the offensive line. But just really happy for those players to be able to celebrate in that locker room and enjoy a Saturday night.
Jonah Jackson,
Yeah.
he didn't start.
Yeah, he's suffered just a strained back last game, so he didn't really practice much this week, and we hope to have him back here this next week.
Chris, the defensive performance, did any significance to a shutout versus 3 or 6?
Oh, absolutely, it's a big deal.
And turnovers.
Yeah, it's an absolutely big deal. We talked about this game. The focus was on the ball. We needed to protect the football, which we didn't. We had a fumble. Jonathan Lewis put it on the ground also. When he scores a touchdown, we need to be able to hand that ball to the official, and he didn't. But this game, the focus was about the ball. We needed to be able to protect it on offense. We needed to take it back on defense, and I feel decent that we did both of those things. Josh Hicks had the one fumble with poor ball security that we can't have. We got to get that fixed. But I thought the defense played well. I really did. And getting a shutout's hard to do. Everyone assumes that you can do it against this team or that team. It's hard to do, and there's a lot of things that go into it. But proud of our guys to be able to get that done.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.